I forgot the name of the podcast. All right.
Tell me more?
Yeah, show and tell me more. Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Show and Tell Me More podcast. I am your host, Connor Hall. This episode is sponsored by Want a Bump. This is clean, bumpable caffeine. What a wild invention. You want to go out to a bar? Look at these cute little gram they got it in. You want to go out to a bar and just like do a bump legally and not get thrown out? You still might get thrown out. I don't know. And if 100,000 people view this episode in 1 week, I get $250. So these are our sponsors. Let's go. Today, our guest is famed YouTube and TikTok star. He's known for his very liberal LGBTQ pro-Biden positive movement. Everyone, welcome Justin Fetters. How's it going, dude?
So happy. What an intro.
What an intro. What about that?
Intro.
What about that? Let's get things started. You know, my pupils, this is Show and Tell Me More, where we dive into people's, storytellings from growing up, some of their favorite things, very nostalgic based. So, you ready to get into it?
More than.
All right, let's go. We're going to start off, this is why we're doing this, because we're going to start off with the cootie catchers. You guys remember these things? This is how we do round one. This is the best we're going to do. All right, I'll hold it.
We'll go with 7 out here. Green, A, purple.
This is the wrong cootie catcher.
Love that.
All right, episode 1. Let's go.
Part 2. This is why we do these things.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go 4.
4.
Green.
Gree.
B.
A B.
B.
Art.
That's tough.
Art. All right, this round's like rapid fire though, so just like quick answer. You seem like a very artistic person, so like elementary school, who's your favorite artist? Do you even know who artists are in elementary school?
We're talking like painting artists, yeah?
Whatever, man. Street art, like pop art.
We definitely did learned about these artists in elementary school for sure.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite?
First that pops into head would be.
Did you ever go to a museum and you're like, I like that?
I was never struck by art. That's for sure. Nothing that stopped me in my tracks and was like, holy shit, that's gorgeous.
Let's think more like, all right, what kind of posters did you have on your wall? We'll count that as art.
Okay. I mean, then fatheads, if we're talking
okay.
that when I was younger. For
yeah. Sure. Who'd you have?
We had Calvin up there for a little while. Johnson, that is Megatron.
Okay. All right.
I mean, other than that, I definitely had, who would it have been? Kalen Lucas at the time, Michigan State point guard was
okay. Do you have any art in your house?
See, like the classic, rich white art for sure.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a living room photo, a bowl of fruit.
A fruit. Yeah.
We had those. For
yeah.
sure.
Do you have any idea who it was by?
Not
Do you think your parents have any idea? No, they just got it.
Yeah, they saw it.
Is this Target art?
Pretty much. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a little nicer, but
a little more upscale.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Give my parents.
Yeah.
But not a known artist. That's for sure.
Okay.
It's probably just some 40-year-old woman tossing these out for Target.
Yeah, I don't know. See, this is where it's already going off the rails. Pottery, anything like that?
My experience with pottery would have been
fucking wood.
We had a pottery class in 5th grade.
Yeah.
The only thing I made a vase.
What'd you make?
I made a vase, and then I made just to stick to my Michigan State roots. I made a Spartan helmet, basically.
Nice.
It looked like dog shit.
Nice.
Awful, but we attempted. For
okay.
Sure.
What was the last year you took art class?
I definitely took something in middle school.
Yeah, for sure. They still made you take it in middle school.
7th grade though.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
Yeah.
And
are you what's your artistic level? Are you dog shit? Are you good and could you draw a picture if you needed to for an art class?
No.
Okay, yeah, I have
how I got through that art class was I discovered the trick of holding up a picture in front of a blank piece of paper
and tracing
in front of a light source and then just tracing it.
Yeah.
That was all I did that whole class.
I remember being embarrassed. Kindergarten, I was embarrassed. I was I have such bad problems with my fine motor skills and ADD and all of that dumb shit that I was literally embarrassed to turn art in from kindergarten. I've always felt very unsure and like not great about that.
And I'm not positive on it, but I had a traumatic experience in like the second grade, whereas like we sent to like the state our art projects, and they came back and my name on it was Justin Fetters. Dude, the kids never let me live that down.
No.
So I think that just got me off.
You're like totally like turned off by it.
I was like, fuck this. I'm never doing it again.
I still remember drawing for some reason, I think it was because it was easy to hang. They had like hangers with like paper on them.
Okay.
And we were supposed to draw something, and I remember the dude I drew, he had like a head, like a stick figure body, and then his feet was just like a circle. Yeah. And I remember it was like, that's so bad. I remember being like, that's so bad.
Stick figures are my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Dude, it's my wheelhouse, but like they suck. I'm bad at it. All right. That was a quick little warm up. Second round, your choice. You get to choose between AV class, film history, English, music, gym class, tech ed, fashion technology, art, or lunch.
Well, PE, that was one, right?
You're allowed to pick, Jim. You're allowed to pick whatever you want. You don't have to.
Ooh,
I know we talked about sports before in the episode that it didn't record.
I feel like that's just like my best subject, you know?
Yeah.
So I can talk about. So let's go back. Let's run it again.
Let's run it again. Sports. So in this sports class, we want to talk about like athletes, teams, things that like you... Not like your sports history, but like just like sports that were very important to you. So like kindergarten, you're showing up to school on like sports day. What do you wear? Like whose jersey are you wearing?
Dude, Michigan State, obviously. At that time,
even in like kindergarten, like, all right, let's say like kindergarten. Or do you have like a concept of like, do you like love sports?
Yeah.
I feel like I love sports, but I didn't like get watching them yet. I wanted to be a football player.
Oh, dude,
in kindergarten. That's like what I wanted to do, and I still didn't like even like watch sports or like know about it much. But like let's say like second, third grade, that's when I'm like, I know who I know, like I didn't know who like an athlete necessarily like was that young. So let's go like third, fourth grade. What's happening?
What's going on then? Okay. Dude, I don't know. So I went through like a little period where I was like,
for me it was like Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, dude,
the bus.
That's fucking the man right there. Dude, around that age, I'm trying to think, like probably Matthew Stafford at UGA, honestly. That team, like him, No Sean Marino. I remember like, and just to like show how young I was, I remember like they lost to Georgia Tech one year, and I was like bawling, crying. Like it like shook me to my core.
Yeah.
They lost to Georgia Tech. So like I'd probably go Stafford for sure.
Okay.
Would have been around
playing at Georgia. Mm-hmm. That's wild. What was the first like big, and this could even be like high school, but what was like the first like sport thing you went to that you got like a ticket for and like you got brought to? That was like holy shit.
First I remember was Michigan State football game. Us versus Minnesota. We had number 4 on our team was our running back, Edwin Baker, the touchdown maker, the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't remember him.
Dude, he was like sick. Right before Le'Veon, but fucking insane.
Yo, did you hear he's coming back?
No chance.
Well, like he's trying to.
Is he up to speed still? Like,
I don't nobody, but like they think he could be a potential RB3 or special teams.
Would he still be? No, what team would he be under contract with? Or no one?
Well, like no one, but he wants to come back to the Steelers.
I love that. That sounds.
I love it too, but I feel bad because I feel like he got the short end of the stick and like was made to be a villain that he wasn't, and now I think he's been beaten down so much in life that he feels like he was a villain and needs to apologize. But I'm so anti the franchise tag, and that's what did it.
Oh yeah,
that's what like sent him into a spot. Like the franchise tag is a way
3 or 4 years in a row that he got.
Yeah, and like after the second, he was like, "Don't do it again," and they did, and he was like, "All right,
I'm on hold out
one more time, and I'm gonna be mad," and then they did it, and it's just, I mean, it's a way to screw players over for the franchise. Fuck the franchises do. Every franchise is doing fine. Even the brokest NFL franchise is still a $1 billion company. Right. So it's like, to like protect the franchise, we need to tag these. Like, go fuck yourself. Yeah. So, but yeah, okay. I don't really remember that guy too much. Who was the quarterback then?
Ooh, that might have been Drew Stanton, is who I want to say.
Okay.
That's who's coming to mind.
And was this at Michigan?
No, it was Andrew Maxwell.
And this is at Michigan State, like their first time. Dude.
It was like 6 degrees outside. I remember having like 5 different layers on, hot cocoa in hand, still like violently shaking.
Yeah, and you didn't give a fuck, did you?
No, I was so happy. Like never been more overjoyed.
Nice. Okay. What about like high school? Do you have like a very memorable like sporting event that you went to live that like fucking either wrecked you or like went insane? This could be high school sports too that you weren't a part of.
No, yeah. Ooh, what would have been Peach Bowl, Pitt versus Michigan State. That was my senior year.
Okay.
Went to that. Cal Holiday pick six to win it at the end. The most electric scene I've ever been at. Was awesome.
Well, and like I think a lot of people that don't follow college sports realize that college football stadiums are bigger than professional.
Most of them.
By like a lot.
Like Big House is what, 100,000?
Yeah, Penn State's 111,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And growing up there, it's like, and then being a Steelers fan too. I remember the first time, I didn't go, but I remember the first time being in Pittsburgh and seeing, was it Three Rivers? It might have been Heinz by then, but it could have been Three Rivers Stadium too. But just being like, that's it.
It's not that crazy.
That's it. Like the one in my backyard is actually it's like the fourth biggest in the world.
No, yeah. Insane.
College football stadiums are so much bigger. That's why it's like always so funny where they're like they just try to compare like Seattle, like that's the loudest. It's like even if it's like loudest, like you don't feel the boom.
No, yeah. College is different from that aspect for sure. I feel like across the board sports, more heart, more like, I don't know, like reason to go out there and play. That's not just like money and entertainment. It's like you want to prove yourself to get to the next level. Like that's my big difference from college basketball to NBA. Like if we're talking like big three, big four sports that you're a fan of, college basketball would be my one, NBA is my last.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like it's the same sport.
Yeah, but like just a pure heart standpoint is like you can see it every game, and not just like
the NBA is like so fucking crooked too.
No, it is. It definitely.
You're a big gambler, right?
Unfortunately.
Were you a gambler in high school?
Not crazy big, but like definitely would still throw.
You like figured it out?
Yeah.
So like, isn't that what makes the NBA like so incredible? Because like it is the best for gambling, because it is like crooked and like shit. Like
you are right. You are right on that point.
I feel like degenerate gamblers love the NBA.
They do.
It's the one vice I don't have.
I can't almost sit through like an NBA, like a full NBA game anymore.
Dude, it's
like
so boring.
It hurts
until like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
like I love when they talk about that like it's like a good
thing.
Like the selling point is that the last 2 minutes are the most intense, but it also takes 20 minutes. It takes forever. The fouling, I hate the fouling like thing to like get points, which that's the game, and that's why basketball sucks. All right, cool. Moving on. Let's go to second period.
Yes, sir.
And do the correct catcher. Yeah, it's the right one.
Blank blue. I'm guessing that is. Yeah.
Purple. It's supposed to be purple, and it looks blue. Family. Let's get into your family. I'm glad this is for you because I know this goes good. So is your family tree easy or complicated to explain? Mine's complicated.
The most complicated.
I
actually do think we're very similar.
We're very similar, but like also mine gets even more complicated because like, do you have a black sister?
No.
Like I have to throw race in there too.
Yeah.
It's not just like steps and like halves.
There's different races
and all that. Yeah. There's like do you have any steps? I know you have halves.
I do. Technically have, how many are there? Two step siblings, and they're both married now.
Okay, you have 2 step siblings. How many whole siblings? How many half siblings?
0 whole siblings, 4 half siblings.
4 half, and 2 step.
Yeah.
So that's like 6.
Mm-hmm.
And like, do you consider all of them like family, siblings, or like are the steps like you're like I could fucking they could eat rocks for all I care?
Yeah, the steps guy introduced, I feel like just like way too late in my life.
And like they don't care. There's no ill will, but hi.
Absolutely nothing against them, but like there's a 10-year age gap, and it's like these motherfuckers are adults at this point. Like I don't know.
Yeah. So wait, do you have step parents?
Yeah, I have a stepmom.
Okay. All right. So and then like mom and dad, who are you more like?
Definitely my mom.
Yeah.
I'd say. Just being raised under her house, I feel like I picked up more her style of life.
Right. Which one's your favorite?
Definitely my mom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm a Always boy too. Like
Love my mama.
it's not even close. No shade to my dad either. It's just like absolutely like there's no way.
No,
it's not even a competition.
Cross mountains for that woman.
Right. Yeah. Like my dad's cool, but like as a dad, what was I like to try to bring up some like cute childhood trauma.
Okay.
Every episode, you know, I don't want to like. I feel like
Can't be too light and happy.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's like it's so easy to get into like the shit, and I feel like that's very common in podcasts right now. It's like, oh, let's talk about the time I got fucking molested, or like my dad left me or beat me, and like let's make let's make fun of that in light of that. No, I want the cute childhood shit. What was like with like Santa, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny? Like, did your parents go hard on that? Like, were those like...
My mom's favorite holiday, like by far, hands down, is Christmas.
Okay, so yeah,
like,
so big Christmas.
Yeah, she
That's the family holiday.
Yeah.
What are the traditions? What's the big...
We got some German descent, so we always do like it's gonna sound weird if you don't do it, but
dude, do you
hide the pickle in the tree, and whoever finds it first gets to open the present first.
Yeah.
And this is like a Christmas Eve tradition.
Dude, it's like... I'm very aware.
Okay.
I have a pickle in my...
yeah, I got a pickle ornament.
Yeah, dude,
no matter where.
You have to have a pickle ornament.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's also a big Midwest.
Okay.
Like Chicago.
That might be from...
Yeah, because I actually, like, I don't know, like, how traditionally German, but I think it's German. Like, I don't even know if they really do it that much in Germany now.
Probably.
But I think it's, like, a big, like, American German. Like, the Germans in the Midwest. That's what they do. Yeah, and the first one to find, the first one to find it gets like $1.
You got the strategy down on that? You gotta go base of the tree, look up. You gotta be like laying down on
the
into the tree, and that's what I found out.
All right,
it works most of the time, unless it's like on the edge.
Most of the time, 50% of the time, it works all the time.
All the time.
Okay, all right. So are you a big Christmas Eve? Because we're a big Christmas Day. Like, I have very little memories of like Christmas Day, especially outside of like Santa. Like Christmas Day was like we don't, like, especially having as many siblings as I do. We celebrate like a lot of them will go to their other families,
right,
like their significant others, like that's like, but like Christmas Eve is like that's like, the fucking that's
Eve
Christmas
is a little
to
more
me.
like low key than Christmas. Like we do like basically like full Thanksgiving style dinner on Christmas.
Yeah.
All that
okay.
shit
See, our big dinner is Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Heard that. Ours is more just like if like my mom gets antsy and like wants to start open up presents type deal, and it's like just us hanging around. We always watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
because that's the movie.
Yeah,
that's the movie.
That's
for
like
Christmas.
the family tradition.
Yo, that warms my heart. You being as young as you are too, because it's just like it just hits so hard. Chevy Chase. Scumbag in real life.
Oh, absolutely.
But my goodness.
Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Dude,
he's such a great
that movie.
So many great lines.
I hate that like the older I get, the more I'm like Uncle Ed. Like it's like shit. I see the path I'm going down. Maybe I should make some changes in my life.
He's the man.
Is he missing a limb? Is he missing something? A finger? Or he's got like a plate in his head.
Yeah, you can plate in the head. I think is the only thing.
Yeah.
Probably a couple teeth missing, but like.
Yeah. Did you ever have? Do you remember that thing when they're doing the scene? He's drinking the hot chocolate or whatever, and he hits that like windmill thing.
Oh, the eggnog. Yeah.
And he like hits that thing to spin it faster, and it falls apart. Did you ever have any of those?
No,
in your house,
like nativity scenes for sure.
This isn't a nativity scene. This is a very German thing as well too, where what you do is you light candles under it, and like the heat makes the like sideways pinwheel move.
Yeah,
and then it makes the whole thing move.
No, I didn't have any of those.
Yeah, those fucking rule.
My mom's shit though for some reason is Christmas elves. Like fairy elves.
Okay.
Yeah, they're weird as shit. I'll show you a video.
She just like collects them.
Yeah, she gets one. It's that, and then she gets some snowflake every year.
Pull up Christmas elves,
please.
Lou. Hey.
Stop slacking.
God damn it. Our producer Lou is sleeping right now. That motherfucker.
Unbelievable.
That motherfucker. Lou, get it together.
Once the podcast.
All right. Yeah, right. Anyways, I love collecting those. Like, I have 3 of them, and then I got poor, and then was moving a lot. But I started collecting like those, like the Christmas Village.
Yeah.
Where you get like, So I have like the bar. or like the pub. I have the ice rink. Those might be the only two. I have something else, but like I love Christmas.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love Christmas.
Dude, I think the best holiday for sure. To that point, one of my like family friends growing up, the Griskas, they had like thousands of those. Like come Christmas time, their whole house was like
just like a
everywhere. Fucking vibrant city. Like, it was insane.
That's what I want. I'm pretty like, I like not having a lot of things, but like around like Christmas, it's like I want my house to just be like fucking
like
jam packed.
Like it, yeah. That's how my mom does it.
Yeah,
like it's every
I love that
inch in our house is like something.
Fuck yeah,
it's awesome.
That rules. But with like the childhood trauma, then do you have a awful like story or moment when you found out Santa, the Tooth Fairy, or the Easter Bunny wasn't real?
The only one that comes to mind would be finding out Santa's not real.
How old were you?
Like probably like 9,
okay.
10 maybe,
right.
around there. And like my mom got mad at me, but it was her fault. She wasn't trying to hide them too hard. I was looking for like a basketball or something.
And you found the presents.
Yeah, they were just in the utility closet. Like I was like, maybe for some reason my basketball got thrown in here. Let me open up this. And I was like, why the fuck are there 200 presents in this closet?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on in here? And like as soon as I opened the door, she's like, Justin, fuck you. Like, what are you doing?
You ruined Christmas. Her baby.
No.
Are you your mom's only kid?
She's got one more before me.
Oh, and that's one of your half?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Previous marriage.
Half siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that one of the ones I met?
No.
Jesus.
It was Greg, unfortunately, the one that passed away.
Yep. Yeah.
Cheers.
I have a brother that passed away too. This is supposed to be the cute childhood trauma part.
I know. That's why we skipped over that real quick.
Yeah. Did you were you heartbroken
when I found out,
or were you just like a little like disappointed?
Like more just like that sucks. Like I almost felt more bad for my mom that I found out than like myself. Like I already kind of had an idea.
I didn't tell my parents for 3 years that I didn't know, because I thought I was gonna get beat. I thought my dad would beat me because he did. So he didn't beat me because I found out Santa would.
No,
he beat me. So like I don't know.
A and B were thrown together.
Right, and like when you're a kid, it's like I have no idea when or why he's gonna do it. So that seems like
that seems like a good enough reason right there.
My mom was like thrilled when I found out, because she was like, yeah, like I've been Santa's been getting all the fucking credit. And my mom's like not a big like holiday. Like it was like a pain in the ass for her to like keep up the facade. It's like finally like I can get you the CD player and let you know that just I got it for you, not some fucking fat fucking, not some other men taking all the credit for all the work our wonderful mothers do for us.
Unbelievable.
Unfucking believable. Grab another White Claw.
Why isn't Santa a woman? Break that down for me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, make it make sense to me. Yo, Mrs. Claus is like,
she should have more of a role, I feel like.
Dude,
20 years from now, calling it now, she will have.
Hopefully, it would make more sense.
And not even 20. You give it to like end of this decade.
Dude, yeah, so you had so you kind of like figured it out.
Before that, I definitely had like a solid hunch. That it was like something. This is fishy. Santa had the same handwriting as my mom.
Like, like things are starting to.
That's wild.
But like also like you're a kid, so you're like, no, there's no way they're laying.
You never want to believe your parents are lying to you, right? So like I feel like that's where you're like,
it's a huge.
No way they just like bald-faced lie to me for all these years. Like they made up stories. Like my mom has a story that she saw Santa climbing on a roof.
Yeah, like, dude, you better go to sleep. I think I hear Santa. Like I saw Santa.
All those lies is heartbreaking.
I feel like that's also like very German, because they're known for having like
lying to your children
in order for them to be obedient. Because like original Santa is like a guy that like throws you in a sack and like takes you if you're bad. It's like you don't get rewarded for being good in a lot of like German folklore. You get punished for being bad.
Don't they have a Krampus as well?
Krampus is German, yeah. Well, and even like Saint Nicholas, that was big in my house. Like my dad loved Saint Nicholas Day, which is like the 12th or something.
I didn't know that was a thing, I'll be honest.
Yeah, we did it in Catholic school a lot too. But you put your shoes out and he leaves. You put stock. That's where That's where stockings come from.
It's from.
So you leave stockings and your shoes out, and he puts like chocolate chocolate gold coins in.
Dude, I really think I did that in school one year.
Yeah, we did it in school all the time. But like my dad was really big on that too.
I heard that.
But it was always like fucking like he was very traditional. So like in your stocking, you're getting like oranges and walnuts. Fucking
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, right?
Electric that day.
Yeah, right? That was a good day in my dad's house.
I mean, come on.
Right? All right, that's a lot about mom and dad. Siblings. I know you got a lot of them. Let's just like focus on the ones that you're like closest to.
Absolutely.
Are you guys very similar or like very different?
I feel like relatively similar.
Yeah, like your brothers. Like it's like, you know, y'all like the same stuff and same sports teams.
All Lions, big Lions fans, Michigan Center, so Michigan State basketball, football, like that. That's what drives us, all three of us almost. And I mean, one brother's in the restaurant industry just like I am. Other one's doing fucking something for Heinz ketchup.
Fuck yeah. Yo, man.
I use like supply chain for him or something.
It doesn't matter. He like I wish I would like. That's the one that I met.
One of them. Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I would have known that. Pittsburgh, boo.
Oh yeah,
Pittsburgh,
I didn't even think about that.
That is like a fucking like.
I didn't even think about
it's like you have no idea like how like my face lit up with Heinz ketchup. Really?
Come on.
Like I don't even like ketchup, but like I'm like, yo, let's go.
Dude, yeah.
I don't think like you would never see a restaurant in Pittsburgh with Hunt's.
Dude, fuck Hunt's, by the way.
Right.
It's less superior.
It's garbage. It's garbage. Absolutely awful. Who out of your family who would be the champion at Jeopardy?
Ooh. Dude, I'd probably give it to my brother Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the most brains to him, at least.
Right.
Biggest memory.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
So it's like he's like smart, but also can like recall things.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
I feel like he would also be the like very few of us that would be able to kill like artists, like music people.
He's well rounded.
Yeah, like not only like
cosmopolitan.
Sports, he would kill like movies.
Yeah,
musical artists.
Like right. Science. Yeah, he's got that. He's got
the well-rounded.
Okay,
here for sure.
All right. Yeah, a fucking man of many
talents.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's certain like subjects for sure that other people would take, but
just like
overall whole,
he's crushing it.
Sure.
Yeah. Who in your family's like the dumbest?
I don't know. I'd probably put it at my sister Amanda.
Yeah. Just like.
Yeah, and she's not stupid by any means, but like
someone's got to be it.
She's had some moments where you're like, are you a natural blonde right now? Like, what's going on inside that brain?
Yeah.
How is it functioning? Because that doesn't make any sense.
Who would win if your family had to like do a tournament style MMA fight? Who's the champion?
My brother Greg, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop saying if he's still around. No one needs to hear that shit. But if he was still around, dude, man got fucking jacked his last couple of years here. He like 220 was like 4 inches shorter than me. Just built.
Okay.
Like, he was
just like fuck it. Was he like the best athlete too?
Dude, probably athlete wise, like I would probably give it to him. He played football, all that. I would say I'd almost be the best athlete in my family.
Yeah,
not to like toot my own horn.
Okay.
Like, no one has been incredibly athletically gifted in my family. That's for sure. There's a saying that Fetters have square wheels, and it's true.
What does that mean? What?
You can't run. You can't.
Fetters have square wheels.
Yeah, you think about a wheel. If it's a square, it's going nowhere. It's just
wow. So you're slow and skinny.
Slow, skinny.
Wow, that's a bad combination.
Max Vert's probably like 2-3 sheets of paper.
You're such a waste.
No, true. That was the worst when I was playing high school basketball, and it was like, I don't know, then I would probably be like 6'3" my freshman year, and it's like these kids that are 5'8" are dunking, and like I can barely do it. Like I'm struggling out.
What were you telling? Well, you were telling me before. What was your growth spurt?
Oh yeah, wild.
That is a wild
growth spurt. So I finished 8th grade, like graduated middle school.
Yeah,
and I was probably like 5'4", 5'5".
Okay, are you playing sports? What are you playing?
Mainly baseball at the time.
Okay, 5'5". What are you playing? Shortstop, second base?
They threw me out right field always. I wasn't much of a fielder, but batted cleanup. So like I had a bat to me weirdly.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Fuck, where was I at? What were we talking?
We're talking about you being 5'3".
Oh yeah. So like 5'4", 5'5" when I finished 8th grade. And go through that summer, And when I started my freshman year, I was like 6'3", so like nearly a foot of growing I did over that summer.
Jesus.
Yeah, Osgood slaughters. I got stretch marks on my back. Like I got every ailment that you could get.
What was
from
that?
growing
What was
real
that
quick.
summer? Hi, girl. Come on. Come hang out in the end. This is Ginger. She's done with her Kong.
How are you, sweetie?
Oh, good, sweetie. Yeah, lay down. Yeah, like what was that? Like so, like yeah, that you're going into fucking ninth grade. Did you play football?
So
Or like, did you play a fall sport? Like, are you able to play baseball when you're going through that growth spurt? Like, what's
so I was doing travel
Did you have to
baseball
go to
at
the
time.
hospital?
Dude, it never been in so much pain ever. Where it was just like I would sleep for 10, 11 hours every day.
well, because when you grow, like that's what you need.
No,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to. You're just tired because
You're
that's
tired
like
all the time.
it's exhausting. Growing's exhausting.
Would sleep a shit ton. Would go through like 3-4 gallons of milk every week, where I was just like shoveling down food.
Yeah, just you couldn't get enough.
And I know we were doing like summer workouts for football, like for freshman football. So like I was definitely doing that, definitely doing travel baseball around the time. I still think playing. I don't know if it was that year or maybe like a little bit earlier, but no, it definitely was that year. So that baseball season, that summer, I'm playing, and my shoe size was probably like a 6 when I started the season.
Yeah.
I moved up like a quarter of the way into the season to a size 7, and then like literally like a month later I was like, Dad, like I need new shoes. Like these aren't working. Like my feet
hurt
constantly. And he's like, dude, like we bought you new shoes like last month. Like you don't need new shoes. And it took literally my toes busting out the front of my shoes to be like, all right,
You're like, it's the fucking shoes.
maybe you're not lying. It was wild that summer. Puberty hit like a truck, that's for sure. And then just went real quick.
And then like, all right, so like, wait. How tall are you at the end of ninth grade?
Probably
or
like
not the end, like the beginning. Like you went from 5'3" to 6 feet. You said.
Yeah, like 5'4" to like 6'1", basically.
Okay, and then like what? You grew 3 inches after that.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Okay, was that another growth spurt, or was that just like gradually?
That was just gradually. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
just got like a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Ended up topping off with like freshman year of college type.
Okay.
Deal, where I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. All right.
Grandma wasn't saying that. Wow, you look so much more handsome, so much taller. Then next time I visited her, I was like, damn, maybe I'm not growing anymore.
Nah, you're done. You're done, dude. Wow. Did that affect your did that growth spurt affect your like social status or anything like that at all? Like in school, did like people did you come in like high school? It's like, whoa, look at Fetters. Like,
I definitely had a lot more friends in high school than middle school, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, dude. Like you're a man.
I don't know if that was the reason. I was just a little weird fuck in middle school. Definitely a lot more.
I was an early bloomer, and I honestly think being an early bloomer gives you a social advantage.
I can see that.
It's just like how can it not?
No, yeah, I agree. I don't think I was like necessarily early. I just like it all happened at once, where it was just like
Yeah, I guess like
0 to 100.
Yeah, I guess like 8th to 9th grade is like a normal time to hit that growth where you just hit it in a really fucking
Middle school is the weirdest place where it's like you have kids that are still like nowhere close to puberty, and then like the kid next to them has like a full beard,
a fucking beard.
And you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
like what is this?
Yeah, my thing was like I was always a big kid. Like no matter what, so it's like, and I did hit puberty early, but I'm also like hairless too, so like it never showed up like it like never showed up in that sort of way. But like I was just like a big kid. The way my brother described it was I was good at sports because I was a big kid, but then when I got to like high school and was like wrestling, it's like I'm wrestling 215 as a big kid. But I'm wrestling men.
No, right.
Like I'm wrestling guys that are like fucking men, you know, and I'm just still like fucking right. I'm just like a fucking massive Bobby Hill.
No, yeah. Dude, that was the story of my football career was like tight end or defensive end always when I was super younger, and like was taller than most kids, like still a little fast to me, and then like
dude, I played center
started moving up.
I played center in basketball till 6th grade.
That's
when I stopped playing basketball, but like I was the fucking
I'll go on a rant about centers in white towns, how awful that setup is. I was a center.
It's just like it's just right.
If I was to do anything with it,
I was also an offensive
shooting guard at most. boost. Like I'm not taller than that. Like, I'm 6'5". That's tall for.
Wait, still, yeah, you're 6'5". Fuck you. I'm like barely 6 feet tall, and I was 7.
Like wild.
I can't play any.
If you're thinking longevity,
I'm a point guard, if anything.
Oh, yeah. It's
not
on the
even.
basketball court.
Yeah. If you had to marry someone from your family, now it's not. Don't think of it like a gross sexual way. Don't fucking do that.
Nope. Never.
Don't fucking do that to me.
Those thoughts would never come out.
Also, want a bump?
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna take a quick little bump to support our sponsors. Once again, this is 100% legal. Caffeine, we just need a little boost. It's like when Joe Rogan takes his fucking Alpha Brain that doesn't work. I don't know if you ever taken Alpha Brain. It's snake oil. This real caffeine, it's gonna give us the edge, the boost to really be sharp and really get going. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, do all of that stuff so I can get $250 for sponsoring these guys. Let's do a quick little bump. Yes, sir.
Thank you kindly.
Woo!
And we're live.
And we're back. And we're live. Yeah, so like think of it, once again.
Not Coke.
Don't be gross. Also, yeah, not Coke. Don't be gross. I'm not saying you're like fucking this family member, but like think of it more like it's a scam, but also you have to keep up appearances. So like you do have to maybe like peck them on the, a little like mouth kiss in public, hold hands. And I got to be honest, like when I think about this, like there's a lot of dudes in my family that's like, hey, if it's just keeping up appearances and we're just like gay married, but also like, I don't know, if you had to pick think cousins, people you grew up with, if you had to pick a family member, who would you marry and why?
Do you like the considered like not blood relatives, but like
it has to be at least a half. Yeah, you can't do steps. You're allowed to fuck step siblings. Have you ever watched porn?
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna go even further and be like the family friends that you were like, oh, that's my Aunt Carol.
Well, if it is your Aunt Carol, like I'd love to hear that one too.
No.
Are you going for your mom's best? Yo, you want to fuck your mom's best friend, don't you?
Would never. Actually, yeah.
Might.
Miss Kathleen,
let's go.
Something else.
No, but yeah, it has to be at least half blood related.
I heard that.
Or even a quarter. It has to be some blood related.
I'm trying to think, like family members. I'm just like,
and it's like, so you have to like live with this person, and let's say like minimum 5. I don't even know why, but like 5 years, you have to be legally married to this person for some sort of scam or whatever, and people have to be convinced. It was a wild, but like they don't know. Maybe it's what's it called when you go to court? What's that called? And they like hide you. Witness protection. Yeah. Let's say it's like witness protection. So it's like you just have to keep up appearances for 5 years. You have the outside world has to think you're married. So you, like I said, you might have to smooch them on the mouth, hold their hand, whatever. Nothing wild.
Just like the only person I'd be like comfortable doing that with in my family is my mom. Like holding hands, little kiss here and there,
Yeah, I get that.
If we're going beyond like mother-son relationship, and like, oh, dude, I don't even like. That's such a. You'd have
to live with your mom for the next 5 years.
I mean, I did it for what, 18?
Yeah, that's fair too. Fuck, you're right. I think it's my mom too.
Already 18 down. What's 5 more? Dude, that's the only one I could probably stomach. The rest of them, it's just like I probably.
That's a wild answer, man. I was not expecting that.
On some Sigmund Freud type shit, but like,
this is why we do this podcast.
Dude, I couldn't.
All right.
I couldn't think that way about my siblings.
All right, so you're like in fucking Bisbee, Arizona, living in a house. What's the story? She's just an older woman, and I'm she's a cougar. What's the age gap between you and your mom?
A hefty one.
Same. My mom was 37 when she had me.
My mom was in her 40s.
Shit, okay.
I think 41, 42 when she had me.
Yeah, all right, that is hefty.
So like, it's half my name is named after my great uncle Justin, and then Justin Time was the joke just before menopause.
Oh man, dude, imagine having to have to raise an infant while going through menopause. Your poor, your
Just
poor,
emotions,
sweet.
man. I can't imagine.
Make sure you call your mother after this. Like, she deserves it.
She does. She's a special lady. She's awesome.
Well, we're at 45 minutes. That's about time. We're going to do the outro now. All right, folks, you heard the final bell, and that wraps up another episode of Show and Tell Me More podcast. Thank you to our amazing guest, Justin Fetters, for joining us and sharing their stories. If you like this, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. And be sure to follow Justin's social media for more laughs and updates on their upcoming shows. Thank you to all of our incredible listeners for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. This is your host, Connor Hall, signing off. Catch you next time. Thank you.